Colleagues, esteemed guests and participants in this very important conference, I would like to thank you for inviting me to say a few words at the opening session. And I would like also to introduce to you our UNESCO Unitwin network on interfaith dialogue and intercultural understanding. It is a great privilege for me to be able to say a few words on this very important Unitwin network, and also to share with you some thoughts on the themes of this very important conference. The Unitwin network on interfaith dialogue and intercultural understanding is a UNESCO network. It's a platform, a virtual platform in many ways, that comprises almost 30 global chairs across many countries around all 5 continents. And we all share a commitment to doing research around all things intercultural. It is a platform and a forum that is aimed at facilitating exchange, collaboration and dissemination amongst all these chairs. And we have been very lucky previously that we held an annual academic forum, which we are hoping to resurrect in 2026. Now, let me say a few words about this conference in Iraq, a conference that is focused on the key themes of an interfaith dialogue and also peaceful coexistence in Iraq since 2003. Indeed, these are extremely timely topics, given what is happening in our region, given what is happening globally. And it is also very important and relevant to the UNESCO mandate. As we all know, UNESCO is driven by a deep commitment, not only to sustainable development, but also a deep commitment to sustaining peace within and across societies. And UNESCO is also very much tasked with the very important work of wanting to bridge the divides and the gap between societies at the level of not only digital transformations and sustainable development, but also in terms of social cohesion and internal peace. So I would like to wish you all a very successful deliberation over the next 2 days, and I am looking forward to learning more about your work in the coming weeks, months and years. And thank you very much once again for having me join you and for offering these opening remarks. Thank you. In addition to the role that I hold since 2016 in leading this very important Unitwin network on interfaith dialogue and intercultural understanding, I have also had the honor and the privilege and the responsibility of leading a UNESCO chair since 2013 that is dedicated to comparative research on cultural diversity and social justice. And this chair really does work around capacity building, training, around democracy education, building the leadership capabilities of young people, not only from Australia, but from what we call the Global South, in particular with a focus on North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, the Middle East and Southeast Asia. So it is a great honor for me to be able to open the possibilities of collaboration with all of you around the work of this particular chair. The UNESCO chair I have been leading since 2013 has undertaken a number of important projects, none less important than the recently launched intercultural index on intercultural dialogue, or the Global Index on Intercultural Dialogue. This is a very important initiative that really wants to put the focus on how different societies, how different countries are tracking in relation to a number of key indicators for this index. We start developing this intercultural dialogue index by framing intercultural dialogue as essentially a process of contact, a process of exchange, and a process of communication on the basis of mutual respect and equality between people of diverse cultural, religious, and linguistic backgrounds. The index itself really operates as a composite index based on a rigorous set of data sets that we utilize to assess different indicators and dimensions of intercultural dialogue. We have been able to complete collecting data for 31 indicators for a variety of countries, and we had 51 countries included in our first analysis. Of course, the Intercultural Dialogue Index has a particular purpose, and that purpose is to analyze how we are tracking, that is different societies, different countries, how we are tracking in relation to three important dimensions. Those dimensions are legislative policy, structural foundations, and intercultural opportunities for interaction and exchange between individuals. And within those structural dimensions, we have 31 individual indicators. So as an example, for instance, the legislative policy context has two key indicators. One of them is around the development of multicultural policy, and the other one was in relation to anti-discrimination legislation. So countries that have those kind of policies would score highly than other countries that might not have any such policies or legislative frameworks. And the same thing for the structural foundations dimension, the same thing for the intercultural opportunities dimension. What you end up with really is an assessment, if you like, a holistic assessment of how different states and different countries are tracking in relation to this ICD index. And the aim really is not to have a comparative ranking of countries. The aim is to understand where each and every jurisdiction can do more and can improve in terms of intercultural dialogue. And of course, we are looking forward to further conversations about the index, and hopefully possibilities of including an additional number of countries, including, I hope, Iraq.